All right, everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video with Fat Phil. And in this video, guys, we're going to be talking about ships. This is a shout out to Albert Astro's comment on my video who asked me to do a video talking about ships and character speeds and how they correlate to each other and what you can do to make your ships faster. So we're going to dive into this, guys. As always, before we do that, we must first pay homage to our king, Wampa. You guys know the drill. Wampa wants to be Relic 8. He needs you to get this channel to 5,000 subscribers, and we will relegate Wampa live on stream for you guys. And even though he's not a crew member, right, even though he's not part of a fleet, he's always part of our hearts right here, right, guys? Always there with us. So, how do you make a ship faster? There's a couple of things you can do, right? So the first thing is mods. You want 60 mods on your pilots when they're gear 12. 60 mods make a huge difference. And I'm going to show you guys this in someone like Admiral Piet here. So my executor is 194 speed with Piet at Relic 9. So if I come over here and I'm just going to equip garbage mods on Piet, right? All right. Yep, this looks good. And by garbage mods, I mean like I'm just going to equip, again, the speed does not matter. And I'll show you guys this. So now my executor speed is 193. Because I equipped two mods that aren't 6-knot on my Piet, I lost a speed. And you might not think that one speed is a big deal until you realize that like the opening play in ships is the most important, and getting off first can be the difference between winning and losing a lot of times, right? So, mods play a big deal, right? And I think that's a good way to show you guys the mods, right? So mods play a big part of your pilots. So I have my, couple of fleets that I use every day here. On someone like Harrisindala, IG-88, where they're both relics, but because I don't have all of their mods on them, I threw the gold mods, right? If you can't do 60, at least give the gold. They're the best possible mod you have. And sets don't matter for your pilots, right? It doesn't matter what sets are on them. It doesn't matter what stats, the speed, right? They just need to be 60, right? You could have sets that don't even match, and it's fine. Which is exactly what I have on my Plo Koon, who is only like is he gear 8? Gear 9? I think that's gear 9, right? Yeah, my Plo Koon is gear 9, but he's got the best mods available to boost his ship speed to, 171, right? Which brings me into my next point of how can you boost a character's ship speed is the gear, right? So you guys will see I have these random pieces on Plo, right? We've got a, droid collar here. I'm not going to equip these stun cuffs, just because I'm saving them for other things. But if I took him to gear 10, my ship would get faster, right? So gear plays a role, as does relics, right? So like a gear 12 pilot will be faster than a gear 10. And if I go to my fleet arena, and I'm going to go to my buddy, let's go to Boba's Feet here. So go to his executor, because I know he's only got a Relic 8 Piet here. And his ship is 192 speed, right? Just 2 speeds slower than mine. Doesn't matter how fast his Piet is, right? Because he is Relic 8 versus my Relic 9, he is at, 192 speed. I want to go to this guy down here, Ivan. He's got a Relic 9 Piet. How fast is his? His is 313, so he has a slower Piet than me. He's got a slower Piet, minus 331 speed, but we're the same speed with the ship because the character speed doesn't matter, just the mods you have on them, right? And this holds true for both your fleet commander and for your pilots, right? Which then leads into, how to relics play a role. So here's his Millennium Falcon. He has 2 Relic 8s on here, right? Relic 8 Han, Relic 8 Chewie, and he's got 197 speed on his Millennium Falcon. If I go to my ships and I go to my Millennium Falcon, I have 2 Relic 6 pilots. I'm only at 194. So he's got 3 more speed than me because he's got better relic levels than my pilots. So there's the relic situation, right? The last way that you can determine that you can do your ship speed, right? So we talked about mods, gear, and relic levels, right? Because relic and gear does need to be separate because they are 2 different things. The last thing to think about is Zetas, right? So I don't know if this will happen with anybody in my fleet. Maybe if I go down a little bit, I'll find someone who, Gotta scroll to like the bottom and see if I can find somebody. Let's choose this dude. Let's see. And I'm just looking. Yeah, okay. Vader's, he's only relic 3. That's not helpful. Ahsoka, relic 6. She's got her Zeta. That's not helpful. Anakin's relic 3, not helpful. Okay. Maybe I went down a little bit too low. I want to find someone with a character that, similar level, like similar relic level to me, just not as many Zetas on them. He's got, let's see, does he have anybody like, he's got all 3 on Vader. Normally I can find somebody who doesn't have Vader's leadership. That's normally my go-to. If I can't find somebody soon, I'll just, we'll toss it up and call it a, good try, but you guys can just believe that that's the way it works. Last try here, Darth Vader 3, Relic 7. Come on, there's got to be somebody here who you don't have all the way relic. Ooh, no, Hux. Come on. Cad Bane. Yeah, I'm not finding someone that we have at the same. Ooh, Tarkin. There we go. Tarkin, so he doesn't have mods on him. Never mind. I was gonna say I could show his executrix, but he doesn't have mods on him. But guys, trust me, believe me when I say that. Excuse me, Zetas also play a really big role in determining ship speeds, right? That you want is like a character like Darth Vader here, right? Does he have Royal Guard? Oh, he does have Royal Guard Zeta too. That on a character like Darth Vader, who some people might not give all of his Zetas to because his leadership, you don't always use it, but it helps boost his ship speed, right? That my Vader Relic 7 with 3 Zetas is 192 speed, right? That's important for me because of the way that I like to use him. Sometimes, he can land target locks early. So if we go down to our, ship speeds here, right? You guys see my pilots and my my fleets that I use a lot. So Profundity here, Hera Syndulla only 1, IG-88 not fully, there, but still using him a lot. My Boba Fett does have all 60 mods, by the way, but I wanted to show IG because he's not fully there. And then for Galactic Republic, like for ththese guys, Plo Koon is the only one who doesn't have 6E, and that's because he's gear 9 and I just use him as a reinforcement. So there are the ways to boost ship speeds, right? So again, to cover those, you've got the gear level. Your relic level, then, once you get into relics, will change the mods you have on them, and not as far as like that they're fast or slow, just are they 6E or not? And then finally, guys, do you have all their Zetas? The one thing we're going to throw in here is that Admiral Radiss's Omicron does make his ship faster. CG did say that the Omicron does make his ship faster. For other characters, that's not the case, but for Admiral Raddis, of course, it had to be. But let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Hopefully this helps you understand ships a little bit better. Hopefully this gets you a little bit farther into fleets and gives you that edge over your competition, guys. Again, I love every single one of you. May the Force be with you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.